Good afternoon, y'all. You ever have one of those days where you just feel like, and nothing bad, but like anything that could possibly happen to you happens that day? That's how today has been for me. I'm telling you, my hair has a mind of its own today. I have gave up. It will not do anything but stick straight up on top of my head. But got to work 5 minutes late, because that's how my life runs, 5 minutes behind. Sorry, I don't know what's wrong with me. Felt nauseous all day yesterday, and I think it's where I didn't sleep and I stayed up with my son. But then today I get to work 5 minutes late. I'm like, oh, today's going to be better, I got some sleep, blah, blah, blah. No, everything that could possibly go wrong went wrong today, and it wasn't anything big, just little tedious things that could possibly go wrong. So I get to work in part of our building, the air's out, so I'm like, oh great, so now we're going to have to shift people around, and some people are going to have to come in my workspace, and it's just, oh my god, it was just one of those things. And any time your work is, the routine is changed up and you're used to a routine, it's a little frustrating. So it was a little frustrating today. So then I leave for lunch, right? I'm like, well, I'm going to go get some lunch. My head was starting to hurt. I was like, I was a little hungry, and I was like, well, I'm going to go get me some lunch. So I go to the store, go in and get me a little bite to eat, give me an icy. I'm like, hey, I'm having a bad day. I'm going to give me an icy and I'll feel better. Walk out the store, y'all. I walk out this store, and I bust my ass. I literally fall flat on my face. And I busted my icy all over my shirt. I had a piece of pizza, dropped the pizza, smushed it all over the ground. And I was like, you got to fucking be kidding me. This is the icing on the cake for today. I'm so fucking done. But what happened was, so the Pond Creek Church, I went to church there my whole life. And we always had Vacation Bible School, and we had these 2 holes in the ground at that church. And I would be the one that would fall into one of those holes. And so when I did, I ripped the muscle off of my ankle, and I had to go to the hospital. And they're like, well, we can do surgery, or you can let it, see if it'll heal and reattach to the bone. Well, it did reattach to my ankle and my leg, but doing so, it is so weak now that sometimes I walk and I feel like I don't have a foot. And I will step and not feel my foot, and it'll just turn out from under me and I fall. So that's what happened. So because of that thing that happened at New Bethel, Pond Creek Road Church, my ankle just gave out and I literally hit the ground. And I do that a lot, y'all, so don't feel sorry for me. I fall all the time because I feel like I don't have a foot because of that injury that I had, when I was in my early 20s. So I literally fall flat on my face. So this man's like, oh, let me help you up. He helps me up. I'm like, thank you so much, and I'm like, shirt is soaking wet. I'm done. I'm over the day. So I have a soaking wet shirt, and I'm like, well, fuck, what am I going to do? I got to go back to work. There's no stores around here. My work is in the country. There's nowhere I can go buy a shirt. Thank God I had a jacket in my car, because now I'm wearing a jacket, no shirt underneath, so I can finish out my day. So I'm like, well, I'm going to finish my day out. So I'll go back to work, and then the rest of the day, it's just like, I'm sweating, I'm hot, the air's not working in part of the building. So even though my air works in my room, the heat from the rest of the building is coming in there, and I'm hot, and my knee is killing me. It's fucking killing me because I fell, and I'm fucking over it, y'all. I'm over it. So yeah, I'm done. I'm so done. But yeah, I fall all the time. We went, my husband and I went to look at buildings, and my kids went to look at buildings. Those little like barn shed buildings you can buy, and they'll bring them to your house. So we were looking at one, and we ended up getting one like 2-3 years ago. And we're looking at those, and we're walking through this little gravel parking lot, and I'm just walking along my merry way, and bam, hit the ground. My husband and kids turn around and they're like, oh my God, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. But I'm so used to falling that I'm just like, yeah, I'm good. I'll get up and I'm okay. But it does it so much that I'm just like, bounce back up. Eventually I'm going to be old and frail, and I'm going to fall and I'm going to break a hip. Thank God I'm not there yet. But there's nothing I can do about it. My ankle just, the way the muscle reattached to my ankle in that area, sometimes it just feels like there's nothing there. So I've had the best day today, y'all. The absolute best day today. It's just been fucking amazing. Yeah, just fucking great. But but then when I'm feeling like I had my lunch break, and I was like, you know what, when you start feeling down, what do you want to do? You want to look at somebody who's going to make you feel better about yourself. So I thought, I'm going to scroll through, Turkey Boy's page, see what this dipshit's had to say. So I seen where he was talking about Ryan and Adam. And, that's none of my business, y'all. It's none of my business. I haven't commented on it from the time all that shit went down. I did, tell Kurt I hated what he was going through. I don't know what happened. It's none of my business what happened. But I hated what he was going through. But as far as for all the stuff that was, I don't know, it was none of my business. And if him and Ryan made up, hey, that's their business, it's not mine. But I did see where Turkey Boy talked about it. And he's like, oh, y'all, seeing them on stage together, it just made my heart feel so good. It just gave me chills all over. I was so excited to see them make up. It just made me, almost put me in tears. Almost put me in tears. And that really turned my stomach seeing that today. And I'm going to tell you why. He's so excited about two men that he's never met, never been around, never had a whole full conversation with, becoming or getting over whatever hump they had in their friendship. But doesn't want to fix the relationship with his child or his children. I don't know how his relationship is with his daughter. And once again, none of my business. But he's worried about my nephew and who he's friends with, and how it just makes his heart feel so good that they've worked that out. But he doesn't fix things with his son. But that makes him feel good. Two people he doesn't know and doesn't hang out with and doesn't have in his life. That makes him feel good, but he doesn't try to mend the relationship with his child. That's what's wrong with kids today. That's what's wrong. And I don't care if his son is grown. I don't care. And I've said this since I was young, and I'll keep saying it no matter what age I am. It is not a child's place to fix a relationship with their parent. It is the parent's place to fix a relationship with their child. If you don't have a good relationship with your child, it is your place to fix that. You are the mom or you are the dad. You are always going to be the parent. I don't care if you're 80 and they are 60. You're the parent. They're always going to look at you as mom and dad. It is your job as a parent to make sure that there's always a working relationship. And that's why I always fight for my kids. I always make sure that they know that no matter what, I'm fighting for that spot in their life. That I'm always going to try to be there and be their shoulder and be their rock and be whatever they want me to be and whatever they allow me to be, because they are grown, or the ones that are grown. But it's a parent's job, guys. Kids are not supposed to take care of parents. They're not supposed to. Now, of course, if your parents need to be taken care of course, that's the situation. But if you're a parent and you're running around and you've got kids who won't talk to you, then you need to fix that. You need to fix that. It's not your kid's job. You need to make it right. You need to find out what's wrong. And you need to fix it. Because no matter the age your kids get, no matter what, they look at you as mom and dad. And they always will. And that's our job. And we got to stop failing at it. We got to stop failing. Nobody's a perfect mom and dad. You're going to make mistakes, and you're going to have to come back from those mistakes and make things right. And it's okay to make mistakes. Nobody's perfect, and everybody comes back from it. And it's okay to say you're sorry. And it's okay to say, hey, what did I do? What did I do to upset you? And how can we make this right? And I can't tell you how many times I've had that conversation with my kids. And I'm not ashamed to say that. What did I do to upset you? Let's talk about it. Let's figure it out. Let's work through this. Let's fix it. Let's fix it, and let's figure out what we need to do to make this work. Because that's what a relationship is. No matter whether it's mom and child, husband and wife, friend and friend, brother and sister, that's how you keep a relationship strong and healthy. Is you talk and you work through it. That's what you do. But guys, I'm going to get off here and see if I can walk in this dollar store and get my kids some shampoo. Yeah, because, I had to, fall down today and about kill my fucking self. But you guys have a great day, and just remember that you're not a gobble. Love you guys. Have a great day.